Hello, everybody. C. Ray Brower here with Linda Welk, and we are going to find out lots about the financial industry, her, and that will all be coming up next. And we are back. Hey, Linda, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you, C-Ray?
Just another day in paradise. It's just a
Yes.
wonderful day. Wonderful day. Even though it's starting to rain a little bit outside.
Oh, not in my world.
Not in your world.
It's not raining.
my earlier interview, she said, there's snow up there in Dunbar Hills.
Is there? They say it's going to come down. It's coming down
the Altamont and Livermore and the other pass. They got snow up there. It got cold enough, and the snow got low enough that I haven't been out to look at the hills, but I know it was supposed to get down to 2,000 feet, and I don't think that hill over there is 2,000 feet, but I have seen snow on top of it before.
Come on down. I'd love to look out and see it snowing. I think
that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yes, I would love that. I did that once a long time ago in Lodi. Maybe in Stockton too, but in Lodi, I remember looking out in the back field and it was snow.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was when we were talking on the other interview, I was telling her that we had opened the shop, was next door to Macy's, and a guy coming in tried to sell me oil. He was out of Fresno, and blah 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 blah. Well, give me your price sheet and blah blah blah. Oh, you play golf? Yes, I do. He said, well, let's play golf. I'll pay. And I went, okay, where do you want to play? And he says, I don't care. Go ahead and set it up. And I went, great. How about next Saturday? We'll play next Saturday. He goes, perfect. You set up the time. Let me know. So set up the time. Let him know. Got up Saturday morning, and it's snowing. We got like 2 inches here in Stockton, maybe 3. I don't know. There was a lot of snow. And I'm calling. He's not answering. I went, I guess I'll just go to the golf course. We'll have breakfast. I'll make him buy breakfast. I got to the golf course, and he pulled up. He says, we're playing. And I went, let's have breakfast and see if we can even see the fairway, because at that time, the fairway was still white. We had breakfast, and it melted off of the fairways, but it was piled up alongside and underneath and all the shade. So
the ball's white, though, unless you have a colored ball. I mean, what are you going to
no, white balls. So, yeah, it was not conducive to actually.
A whole other game right there. That's a whole different game.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, me and you ran into each other over at Dave Long's. Hadn't seen each other for, I don't know, probably a year and a half.
Right.
And then we run into each other, and you was with your son, and it just made me realize how long we've known each other. Because I want to say that the first time that when I was in the tile grout carpet cleaning business, that I came and cleaned your carpet when you were moving.
Yes.
I want to say it was like 7.
He was actually
8?
9.
9. Okay.
9. Yes. That's when we made the big move, when he was 9.
Yeah. I mean, I know he was shorter than he was now.
Yeah, he was a little bit shorter. Now he's much taller than me.
Yeah, exactly. Look me right in the eye.
Yeah. 20 years old.
Yep.
Shortly.
Yikes. Right on. So what's been happening in your world today? Let's just start with today. What's been happening?
Oh, today. I mean, every day, I have to say every day is an amazing day, no matter what comes my way. It's just an amazing day. I'm glad to be alive. Just the days are full. I have a couple of things going on, and they're just full of a lot of work. Work.
There you go.
I work. Yes.
Production.
Yes. It's just
production.
It's what we do.
Productive day. Yep.
Yes. Always.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly where my day's been. I got a call, not real late last night, but later in the evening, from my partner in crime that we're building the houses in Kansas. I think I told you about.
Yeah, so it sounds exciting.
He said, "Oh man," he says, "You're probably going to be really mad at me." And I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, the foundation, the slab, is 42 feet long, and the house that we're putting on it is 40 feet long. They overbuilt it by 2 feet, and I went, "Oh wow!" He says, "So can we just take the bolts off and move them back?" I said, "Well, no, because then we won't have any footing.
Right.
That won't work." But if it's exactly 2 feet, I guess that's just one more truss.
Yeah.
A little bit more sheetrock, a little bit more, a couple extra 2x6s and what have you. As long as we can, get it by the city, because the plans the city has is 40 feet, and he's getting mad at the concrete guy for pouring it at 42.
That's a big deal. I mean, how deep is it?
The lot?
Yeah, I mean, what's the pour? How big is it?
It's 27 by 40 is supposed to be. It's 27 by 42 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an extra 50 or an extra 108 square feet. So
right, times everything else that's going up, but that's okay.
Yeah. But then he started looking, because the contractor told him, the concrete contractor told him that, well, I thought you changed it to 42. He says, "Why would you think that? The plans say 40. And sure enough, he had sent him one of the, not full blueprints, but a picture, and had wrote on it 42 by 27.
Oh, no. Oh,
so it was actually his mistake, but in the long run, it's working out just fine. Sure. The city said that they won't require us to get a new set of plans. That 2 feet is just fine, and
good.
So we're going to go ahead and change the plans, because there was a couple other things that they needed to change on them. So we're changing the plans, and the next one will be 42 feet long according to plans.
Just, in the end, you'll have, it just values up again. It'll all work out.
Yeah,
it'll
exactly.
All work out. Yeah.
And that's what I told him. I said, I can't see that the city is going to say anything unless we were 2 foot short. If we were 2 foot short, maybe, but since we're 2 foot long, in the long run,
they're flexible and they're easy to work with.
Well, little bit of money, but I think it'll work out on the other end, because I think that will sell for more than a little bit of money that we're putting into it.
Exactly. Right. That's what I'm thinking. Good. See, it works out. We just have to know it's going to work out and work towards that. Right.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I started productive early this morning, because he said that we were good to go, that they weren't going to call us out and let us go ahead and move forward. And so.
Good. And that's 2 hours. Are they 2 hours ahead? Are they central?
What's that?
Are they centrally? Where are they? Where'd you say?
Southeast Kansas.
Okay.
So 2 hours south of Wichita, and an hour and a half north of that's Tulsa.
And that's a time zone that's central, right? Central time zone. The phone when you call.
Central time zone. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're up earlier than maybe normal, right?
There are days I have to, but it didn't used to be earlier than I got up, but life has changed a little bit, and so my internal clock has changed, and I stay up a little later and get up a little later in the day than
me too.
The old days, but still up and around early. Yeah.
I'm a night owl by my lifestyle. I'm just a night owl. I'm that type of person, and it fortunately works out when I deal with people on the East Coast. But I'm also not on purpose, but I don't want to be an early riser, but I'm an early riser too. So kind of there's some sleep in there somewhere. you know? As long as it doesn't catch up with me. You get something.
Yep, there you go. So how many? 3 kids?
I have one amazing son.
Just one amazing son.
If I could go back, I would have a bunch if they were just like him. But he's my one and only, and he's graduates college this semester.
Okay. It seemed like there was more there, but they drag him in all the time.
We had animals out there, a couple dogs, and Does that count?
Yeah. Let's see. Nope. I'm not going to have my not going to have my cat come in. We've got 4 cats and 3 dogs, and
Oh yeah, you've got a family of furries.
yeah.
I have one husky.
The last interview, the dogs were being fed, so the cat got locked in here with me, and sitting here, and all of a sudden he's jumped up on the back of the chair and walking around my neck, and in front of the camera with his tail.
Isn't it amazing the last couple of years what's presented our normal life to be exposed? And it is so wonderful. That is like, it just brings it all back. We can all relate.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And people need to, we got to that point where, we tried to hide everything, and but
I know why.
Yeah. Why did we do that?
Be free. Right. I agree.
Yep. But if there was any good thing that came out of this, it would be that.
Right. Yeah, I think we were loosened up a little bit. You know, we appreciate being home and having that opportunity to be home, you know.
Yeah.
Get things done and not be afraid to show ourselves in the right way. Be nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So your son's going to college. Where's he going?
He's going to UNR up in Reno, University of Nevada. And he was graduating after his 3rd year. He's out of there. So he's going to be coming back home. Maybe. I hope he does. He loves it up there. He loves the snow. He loves how his friends they all went to college together. So it's their gang from kindergarten and, you know, middle school all the way to, you know, the college. It's just amazing. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he'll be coming home, I hope. If not, maybe we're going to be going up there. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when you work from home, you can really go anywhere, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, you can go anywhere. A guy I used to golf with, called him Coach, Gary Stepanski. He was coach at Calaveras, and when he retired, that's where they decided to move, was Sparks.
Oh yes, I've been through it. I'm sure my mom loves Sparks. Yeah. It was
pretty nice. He moved right on the golf course up there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that.
Perfect. Yeah.
So manicured. It's all done. Love it. I would live on a golf course too. I don't play golf.
You play? You don't play?
I'm going to learn. I've hit a ball and I hit it. I didn't miss it, but only one time. So it looks fun, and I love the environment, the green and trees. I love it. It's
actually a crazy statistic, but people that live on the golf course, I think it's like only 38 or 42%. It's been way too many years, but it's way less than 50% of the people that live on golf courses don't play.
They just like this sprawling, beautiful greens.
Yeah. Right.
I get it. I would, in a heartbeat, I would. And then maybe I will learn since I'm so close.
You know, there up at La Quintana, there was a par 4 that had a house that was right where the slice balls went and broke windows and what have you. I mean, it was in a bad place.
Yeah. And
it got sold, and the seller didn't relate to the buyer that he was in the landing zone.
Oh no.
And so he was suing the golf course and the owner and the whole thing, right? Yeah. The golf course lawyer was very good at his job and found out that this was actually the 4th house that the guy had bought in the landing zone, and sued and got his house paid off and made a boatload.
Oh, what a racket.
I tell you.
Who would think of that?
What's that?
Who would have thought of doing that? Wow.
The same guy that thought of hiring kids to go into ADA facilities. Mm-hmm. That it was probably him.
You're right.
You're right. I mean,
there are a handful of people like that or more. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, exactly. I'm glad he was caught though. That's good job, lawyer.
So they had to put up a net in front of his house.
Yeah.
While it was in the lawsuit, they changed it into a really short hole, and now they've moved it back, and it's a long par 3. It was a par 4, and now it's went to a really short par 3 while they were in litigation, and then after they won, they moved it back. He's still not in the landing zone. He doesn't live there, of course. Somebody knew.
He doesn't?
There,
oh, I thought he would be stuck there because that's his last time he gets to make that move. So.
No, he made plenty of money on the other ones.
Wow. That's, jeez. Good thinking, I guess, on his part if he got away with it, but
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So what's happening in the financial world that you can give some people some insight and help?
Well, if I can just say how I came across Revolution Financial Management, it was back in 2019. Who knew what was going to happen in 2020, right? But a friend of mine introduced me to this company because of their way of doing business is unlike the typical. And I drew a little picture here, if you can see it here, just this box with a little box in it. Little box right there. I can't see backwards. This little box right here represents 1% of our population that has access to money managers, that they're affluent. They have the ability to have people handle their finances and work out their money and find the best things for them. Look at that, all this space empty. Right. That's us. I don't want to include you in it because you could be in the top. I'm not sure, but that's me. I'm in this box. My family.
No, I'm in that box.
Everybody. Yeah. It's 1% of our population. So out of 1,000 people, 10 people have help. Well, with Revolution, it is a revolution. They want to help the other 90%, the other 990 out of 1,000. We want to help all the people who do not have access to money managers, who were not taught in school. Like, it's shameful. I think about that too. And it's something I want to work on,
right
on the side, if I can, on how to implement these simple concepts and teachings to help people know how to work their own money, how they can get a better return on their money, wherever it's at. How can they lower their taxes? How can they save more money and have it protected and not worry about losing it? And that's what we're there to help them with. And it's pretty broad. I mean, everybody's individual and they all have their own circumstances. And when we talk about money, people don't like to talk about money.
Right. Especially
if they don't feel they have enough to talk about. But it doesn't matter. People live paycheck to paycheck. I just heard recently 60% of our country is paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be that way. And fortunately, with companies like ours, we do not charge for our services. We educate. We bring awareness, financial awareness, and educate them on how they can do all these things with the money that they make. Find these holes, we'll help them fill it. Realign things, to move things, to help them get a better rate of return. Don't lose money. I know 401ks, we know. Stock market, we know people are plunging. And one of the biggest misconception is when a person says, and we hear it all the time, and this is my belief until I was educated more on this, and I'm in the financial world with, accounting and such, I should know this. And I didn't. Some of these concepts were new to me and it bothered me enough that I came on board just to help bring this to people and let them know that there are other options, that they don't have to pay. They don't have to pay a money manager. We do it. We help them for free. Anyways, it was one of those aha moments for me that I just felt the need that I have to be involved with educating people that want to be educated, more aware of what they're doing with the money. But with the stock market, or the 401s, because they're all built on the stock market, riding it, your money goes down. Let's say you have $10,000. It plummets. You lost half of it. So you have $50,000. But don't worry, it's going to go up again.
Right.
It's going to go up again. Then it's going to go up again, and it's going to go back to where it was, but you've already lost that $50,000. So it's going to go back to where it was. No, it's half of what it was.
Right.
You've lost half of it. So it's just educating people on really how to do it, how to minimize a loss. You can have other things happening and put your money in other places that do not feel that loss, that they have, a floor and a ceiling. They're protected. There's other things. So
Right.
that's why I decided to jump on board. And I have a full-time position with Edgewood, and I love what I do in the accounting world. Love it, love it, love it. But this is just another piece that I felt compelled to come on board with and help just bring some awareness to people out there that, need help. They just need to know what better options they have.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I figured, but that's it in a nutshell. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. But bring the ability to have somebody help you manage your money.
Right. We
make sure that
how they can do it as well. They need to know what their money's doing for them. They need to know they're making the money. They're working their job. What are they doing with it? I mean, are you putting it in a savings account? Okay,
right.
You may get a percent. I don't think it's a percent right now. But with, inflation and cost of living, you're losing money when you have it in the bank. But we need it. Banks are really important. But for the bigger money, for the money we want to save for our retirement, for the money we want to save for our college funds, for our children, why are we putting it there? I mean, I would rather put, disposable money in the bank and put the money where all the banks put their money. That's what I want to do. I want to go to that side. I want my money where they can put their money, because we all can do it. We just don't know it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's only for them.
But it actually is for everybody.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what everybody thinks. It's only for them, not for us. Yeah.
Right. But little does everybody know it is for all of us too.
Yeah. If we pay attention.
Right. And if we're not afraid to share, reach out and say, okay, here it is. This is what I've got going on. How can I stop drowning? How can I do this? I'm going to retire in 10 years, or I'm already at the retiring age. And what am I going to do?
Right.
We sit down with them and we go through it with them. And it's personal. Yes. It's individual, of course, because every individual and family is different. I work with a lot of businesses also that want to help their employees, help their structures. We do a lot of different things.
Wow.
Yeah. And we don't charge the fees. It's not about that. It's about educating. Mm-hmm.
You don't charge a fee. How do you make any money?
Well, if we're able to help a person, if we're able to help them and they do something, maybe they want to do an annuity, or they want to have a life policy, or they do something from the provider like Transamerica. They're our flagship. We're paid by Nationwide is on our side. There's nothing built into what the client is doing. Nothing. Okay. We're their marketing leg, we'll say. But we're also licensed. We're educated in our ability to do what we need to do is there. And we have a massive team structure to pull from all of our, attorneys, all of our legal people, all that, to find the right thing for the right people for what they need. That's how.
That's wonderful.
My goal is it's a revolution. It's changing the way finances are handled for people in the mainstream.
Right.
Totally different.
Very cool. Very, very cool. But you have the full range, insurance, annuities.
Everything. We do for corporations. We do buy-sell agreements. We do executive bonus plans. We do estate succession planning. We do everything. We work with, farmers that, want to have, like we have with Nationwide, have land. What is it? It's just changed. Land is your legacy. It helps people save their money. All these programs are out there. It's just nobody knows it. They're all available. Everything is available. They just need to know and be able to open up, trust us, to just help them see if they have any holes. There's people that are on target. They don't need our help. High five. You're doing a great job.
Right on.
We love that. We love to see that when people. We need to teach these people young. We need to, like my son is also with me in the business. He gets it. He's 20. He wanted to get in when he was 17. I said, no, I'm sorry. you're not old enough. You have to be licensed and go through all of it. And so he is, and he has an entrepreneurial spirit too.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. I applaud you for bringing him up to be able to want that.
Well, he sees it. He sees, what my age, and I've worked all my life, and recently discovered this opportunity that should have been shared in school. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated. I could have been in a whole different place, on the beaches of everywhere I want to go, had I known other things way back when. And a lot of people are in that position. I do not want my son to deal with that. He needs to know how to handle it. And his focus is on helping his age group, because they're the ones up and coming,
Yeah. I mean, the young is where we get the old from.
Right.
But, and it is sad that our educational system is not geared for that.
There is, I think a recent numbers came across on how many states in the United States are mandatory finance classes of some kind of, I think 2, maybe 3 states. None of the other states have anything mandatory to help young people know how to manage their money.
Right.
It's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah. It is very, very, very sad. The ability to pay off your 30-year mortgage in 10.
Right. Instead of doubling the cost.
That is taught in Australian public school.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we not? We're a leader. We're a leader.
Yeah.
I say that proudly because we need to be with upholding that status that we're saying that we're the leaders.
Right.
But it takes everybody to just jump on board and do what's right.
Yeah. Instead of teaching them that the boys should use the girls' bathroom.
Right.
I said that, didn't I?
You did. I'm glad you did. What is with that? Anyway, that's a whole other show.
That's a really long discussion that,
Yes.
So yeah. I got this. I've yet to actually do any, but I saw it in the store and I thought, I probably have to do some reels about let's do things the dumbest way possible. Let's do things the dumbest way possible, right?
You're going to do that and you're going to say, oh, we do that already. Oh, shoot, darn it. Oh, well, let's do this. Oh, darn, we do that too. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, we are approaching our 30 minutes. This has gone way faster than I thought it would. I really do appreciate your time. Everybody that's looking for any kind of financial assistance, wants to learn some of the stuff Linda talked about, her stuff's been scrolling down on the bottom. She is available 24/7.
Kind of. Love these. Have voice notes. Yes. Thank you so much, C-Ray. This has been a pleasure. That
is her cell phone scrolling. You've got her email address. Is there any other way that you'd like them to connect with you, Linda?
I don't know of another way. Email, phone, call me. I'm happy to just talk and just catch up with. There's old friends I haven't seen for a while. I'd love to just catch up.
Perfect. Everybody, you go out and be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day the way Linda has been in ours today. And you all remember to see Ray to find your perfect home and like, follow, and share so that you won't miss the next time, because Linda told me that she might be interested in coming back next month at this same time and place. So You all go out and have a great time and be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day. We'll see you all later on. Thank you so much.